Hello, good morning. Welcome back to Story Time with JAP. Here we have one more folk tale from North. Let's enjoy. Once there was a king. The king had a very bad habit. He was very loquacious. Loquacious means somebody who talks a lot. He used to talk a lot without allowing anybody else to talk in his court. And his guru wanted to teach him a good lesson. And he was waiting for a very good opportunity to teach him that lesson. And at the same time, somewhere in the country lived a tortoise. Generally, people mispronounce that as tortoise. It is not tortoise. Only when you go and buy a mosquito coil, you call it a tortoise. To the shopkeeper, you can tell it. But otherwise, it's tortoise. There lived a tortoise in a pond. And it lived long, but it was a boring life for the tortoise. There were two wild ducks. They were friends, thick pals they were. And they used to come to the pond to drink water. And somehow, all three became friends. And these birds, they lived far away near the Himalayas. And they used to say a lot about the place where they lived. And the tortoise was interested in going there. And the birds also invited him. But then the tortoise asked, how can I walk all the way? Then the wild ducks, they said, don't you worry, we'll hold a stick in our beaks. In between you just hold the stick with your mouth. But I caution you, don't open your mouth. So they started flying with the birds holding the two ends of the stick in their beaks, and the tortoise holding on to the stick by mouth. And the villagers somewhere on the way, they started wondering, here is a tortoise flying. And the king also saw, and he said, hey, how can this be? The tortoise is flying. And the tortoise was getting angry. This fellow again, he has begun to talk. What do you lose if I fly? He shouted angrily. You know what would have happened? Because he opened the mouth, the tortoise fell headlong and broke into two. And the king called his guru, who was nearby, and said, how is it that this tortoise was flying and suddenly fell? The guru knew. He thought this was a very good opportunity and said, this tortoise was very loquacious. If only it had remained silent, it would have gone along with its friends. It opened its mouth when it was golden to be silent, and therefore it fell and broke into two. Now the king understood what the story was meant to be for. And the guru further said, the man who does not talk when it is needed, and the man who talks when it is not needed, they are equally dangerous. Give time for talking and give time for your silence also. That's a very, very short tale for you this week, and we'll meet next week. Until then, see you. Goodbye.